Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the fourth round, the second match we will stream tonight. Today we're streaming Ken versus Tokyo. As you can see, sadly some problems with the overlay, but on the red side we are seeing Ken, and on the blue side we are seeing Tokyo, and we will inform you about the score. First two rounds are a Molotov, and I am joined here by Casper. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. I'm very excited for this match. Ken versus Tokyo, just like you said before. It's already 2-0 now for Ken. They do play on the better base, so they have the advantage for this round. But they are starting off pretty strong. Clappy just took the overdrive. So it's looking good for Ken. I think they won't have any trouble securing this first round, but we will have to see. They just started, so still anything can happen.
Yeah, of course, yeah. As you say, the better base, so the first two rounds probably, will not make a difference overall. What is the second map, by the way?
Sandbox.
Okay, that's totally different.
Yeah, there's a lot of captures, equal sides. That's kind of what I like. But I don't even think we introduced the teams yet, so let's start with that. I'll start with Ken playing on the red base. They have Atto, Beretta, Buslim, Kleppy, and Gega. And would you like to introduce the blue team, Tokyo?
Yeah, Blue's team is playing with Light, KK, 69 Ika, Carnage, Trash, and Golden Boy. Yeah, so far they are having a rough start, but yeah, it can be totally different in the second round there. Yeah, always a difficult map to spectate, to be honest. It's a bit bigger than the other maps in the format.
Yeah, there's also a lot of building, so it's easy to miss some action. But yeah, there's another OD box falling now. I don't know who's gonna take that. Maybe Kleppy, but you gotta use and take it because he already has his OD. I wonder if that's gonna work for him. Crusader OD by Kaka takes out Kleppy before he's able to take the overdrive box, which allows Carnage to take it. He was waiting there in the center. So some nice teamwork by Tokyo. They're still down 2 flags, but hopefully they can find a way to still turn it around. Ooh, OD by Kleppy and Beretta's pulling now. He's playing Railgun Hunter, not something you usually see, but it's kind of it's pretty good for them right now because they're gonna capture their third flag. Kleppy took over the flag from Beretta, who got taken out, and he's capturing this flag now. 3-0 already. It's looking really good for them. They use some combos that I don't often see. Like I also see Thunder Crusader, but I think that's because they play Shaft Ares, so. I mean, I think that's a pretty good choice, but Railgun Hunter, I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe it's a new tactic on this map. Of course, map not a lot of times being played. But yeah, let's see if they always also stick to that combination on on Sandbox, because it doesn't really sound that good on Sandbox. Look at this trap, by the way. Trash capturing that first flag for Tokyo.
Yeah, finally they got their first capture. They might even get their second one, but Light doesn't really have a lot of help from his teammates. Got shot by the shove, but he survives it, and he's gonna capture this on 1 HP. So only a 1 flag difference now with a lot of time to go. Tokyo can possibly make this comeback. They have used a lot of ODs now, so they will have to play a bit more defensively. Unless they can take this next OD, of course. Maybe Carnage can take it, but it's probably gonna be Kleppy. This time he's not gonna get taken out by a Crusader OD, so yeah, pretty good drop control by Ken. I think apart from last OD, they have taken all of them, so they're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, definitely. ODs, I don't know how important they are on this map, especially, but ODs, yeah, always better if you catch the box. So it's good to see them being on it so far. Pretty close score, to be honest. 2 captures in a minute, as we have seen in the last minute. Will we see something interesting here on the first round?
I mean, I hope so. It will be interesting if it's gonna be a tie or something like that. But yeah, Kleppy pulling another flag. He's been pulling a lot of flags this round. Gets taken out now by the Ricochet. Atto taking over the flag. Is on low HP, but he's already in his base. I won't be too worried that Ken is not going to capture this. Kleppy also got his OD if it's necessary to use, but he decides to not use it. Kind of risky, but probably going to be a standoff now because Light is pulling this flag as well for Tokyo.
Yeah, big chance, and I don't know, I've not seen a standoff a lot of times in this map, but it is a map, I think, where it can be going on for a long time, a lot of places to cover, but Buslim knocking out the flag carrier here, Kleppy forcing that return here with that overdrive, although Golden Boy taking over, very lucky overtake, but yeah, Buslim here at the return, and the 4th Fletcher being captured for Ken.
Yeah, that was a really nice Viking OD. Used it at the right timing, which allowed him to return. Beretta tries to save this overdrive, but I think he realized now that none of his teammates will be able to take it. So, I mean, it was worth trying. But yeah, Ken is up by 2 flags now. I don't think they're gonna give this away, to be honest. I think Tokyo only has 1 OD. So yeah, that's not really gonna help them.
It would have been a difficult tournament, of course, if you gave away a round in the red base on this map. But yeah, look at this. Gega using an OD, a very good OD. Ato knocking out a player, locking out Golden Boy with that overdrive. And just a very safe route to the flag here for that 5th capture already.
Yeah, they're playing this very well. They attack when they have an opportunity, but they're not lacking in defense. So 5-2 now. There's no way they're gonna give this away. But yeah, it's to be expected when you play on the red base. The blue base will be a lot harder for them, but the way they've been playing, they might have a chance to either win or tie as well on the blue base.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. We'll wait. We will know it in the next approximately 14, 15 minutes. But yeah, as you say, and I kind of agree with you there, they are playing a lot more coordinated than Tokyo is doing. Yeah, as Tokyo is doing. So let's see if they can win or maybe even tie or maybe even win this round on the blue base.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not saying Tokyo got lucky with their captures, but they don't really seem coordinated at all. They just happened to take that flag. They didn't really use like really good OD so far, I believe. I mean, Carnage used and take this OD, but from the position he was in, he wasn't able to like shoot the OD to the one that was gonna pull the flag. But he was able to take it again at least. But Clappy now pulling this flag. Arrows OD again by Carnage. I don't think that's gonna kill Clappy. It actually does. What a well OD. I didn't expect that. Atto is still alive, so I'm not sure if it was still worth using it.
Yeah, flag
There's
has not been
also
captured.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna probably do it now. Trace also used his Paladin OD, but he wasn't there in time and he gets taken out now. But yeah, that's the first round will go to Ken. They've been playing this very well. I think their attacks were really strong. They attack at the same time. They take over flags pretty quickly. So yeah, I think this win in the first round was well deserved.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, and I'm very curious about the next one. It can be pretty close, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, I think as well. I mean, if I look at the players, I think Ken is probably the strongest team here today. I don't want to make that conclusion too quickly because we've only seen him play on the better base, of course. But yeah, both teams have 2 wins and 1 loss. If I look at the teams, I see that Ken lost against Diamonds, which is a pretty good team, and Tokyo lost against Pepega, which is also a good team, but in my opinion, not on the same level as Diamonds.
No, yeah, it's easy to say for most of the teams, I think. Not at the same level of Diamonds.
There's not a lot of teams that can compete with Diamonds. I think the only teams that are on that level are Red Notice and Team Pointers.
Yeah, I haven't seen Red Notice play, to be honest, this tournament. They are back as a team, and but yeah, no idea how they are playing. But so far, it shows like they never have been away. To be honest, they are just continuing on that where they stopped like last time. So they're still very much in the mix for being good in the major, and still in the mix for Acid as well.
True, they're gonna play their last match possibly if they win tomorrow. But yeah, they're gonna play Team Pointers, which is also a pretty good team. I'm not sure who's gonna win that, but I won't even be surprised if Red Notice will win against Team Pointers. I think they're one of the better teams. And let me see, Diamonds will play Deviants. I mean, I think both teams are also pretty good, but I think Diamonds is a bit stronger than Deviants this tournament.
Yeah, let's see, let's see. Now let's get back to the second round here.
Yeah, Golden Boy took the first OD at the start. So that's gonna help them even more to win this. But I think it will be hard for them. I don't think Ken will let them cap as easily as Tokyo let them cap in the last rounds. I also see Gauss Viking.
Okay.
That's a pretty interesting combo.
Yeah, Gauss in esport, I wouldn't do it, to be honest.
I mean, they made Gauss better. since the last port update. I think the reload is a bit shorter.
Yeah,
But I think the reason why they decide to play Viking Gauss is because they're gonna play really defensively. But look at this Thresh snatching the flag. Only Clappy was in the base. I don't even think he noticed they were gonna pull the flag. Thresh already captured Golden Boy going in again. So it's looking pretty bad for Ken. If Tokyo will capture here again, like they actually gonna do. Ooh, he got taken out by Beretta, but Beretta's gonna get taken out, so they're probably gonna get the capture anyway. It's gonna be really hard for Ken to make this comeback now with 2 flags difference.
yeah, right. Capture now being made by Tokyo there, 2-0 already. So the defensive tactic did not really worked as they hoped for, I think.
Yeah, I think Ken has some trouble with their team. They only have 4 players in the map currently, and I mean, they can try to stop Tokyo from capturing now, but at some point they need their last player to join the map. It's looking pretty bad for them. Golden Boy going in now in their base with Viking OD. It's probably worth using here. You can take out Kleppy and Buslim, but he decides to wait. I don't know if he's still gonna get that flag. He gets taken out by Atto, who's using Shaft now on Crusader.
Yeah, with 4 players, you're definitely not being able to put any show on that blue base of this map. But yeah, who are we missing, by the way?
I think we're missing Gaga, their
yeah.
Ares.
Okay, and nobody has been switched to Ares, so they are just missing Ares, an important OD. Thresh now capturing the 3rd flag. Yeah, this way, not any options to put any counterplay for Ken. But look at that, Gaga is joining back.
Yeah,
A bit late though.
It's really late. They're already down 3 flags. Even though there's time to make a comeback, they need to put on some world-class performance if they want to make this comeback. Because Golden Boy might capture again. He's probably going to get taken out by Beretta. Beretta isn't able to shoot him again. So if they play this well, then they can probably capture their 4th flag, and then it will almost be impossible for Ken to make this comeback.
Yeah, he will capture that flag right now, 4-0 already, and it's safe to say that we will just see 7 minutes of Tokyo controlling that lead, and maybe even building out that lead, and that will mean that we will get sandbox with a tie situation. So both teams still having to play for everything.
Yeah, but I mean, it's unfortunate for Ken, but at the same time, you have 7 players in your team, so like in a normal situation, you should be able to let someone else play instead of Gaga in this situation, because I think he had some lag or something, but yeah, it's not really smart from them. But I don't think they have anyone else who was able to join the map, so that's the reason they were playing 4 players for some time. Kleppy using his overdrive takes out 2 players, but kills himself with the splash damage. That's one of the downsides of using Gauss. When you use your Viking OD, or even without Viking OD, you can deal splash damage to yourself. I think that's the reason why you want to use Gauss on one of the holes where you defend with. Because back in the day you saw it on Crusader, which is a pretty campy hole. It's used on Crusader is mainly used with Railgun now, or mainly Railgun or Shaft, which also are pretty campy holes. But I think the reason people use Gauss is because it's easier to hit people.
Yeah, the problem with Gauss, of course, if you do a scope shot, the 0 damage bug, you can't have that in an esport match, I think. It's
yeah, that's true. And also the reload time, because Smokey and Hammer, the reload is a lot faster.
Yeah.
And the damage from Gauss is not even that much better.
No, I think the difference of Gauss and Smokey is, besides splash damage, not that big. I don't have numbers to be honest, but the damage per second, if you take in consideration how much quicker Smokey shoots, then it's not that big, I think.
But yeah, like I said before, I think it's because they plan to play more defensively. Kleppy also changed to hammer now because they really gotta do something. They're gonna play as offensive as it gets because yeah, 4 flags in 4.5 minutes will be really hard. But they might get their first capture here. Kleppy is driving like really around the house. It's gonna take a lot of time. He also gets taken out now. I think this could have been done a lot faster. Also, no one is gonna take over this flag. I mean, Gega could have taken it, but he's on Eris, so... I mean, Beretta is gonna capture here, but I think this took a lot longer than necessary.
Yeah, you're definitely right there. And it's the time they don't have at the moment. Only 4 minutes on the clock and still 3 captures to be made. Buslim without any health points left and dodges the flag like a professional, but that was not the idea, I think.
Yeah, I don't, I don't know. It looked on purpose, but at the same time, he could have taken that probably. I mean, if the opponents kill him, then the flag is even further for the next one to take. So it will only be harder to capture, but I mean, he could have tried at least, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see Buslim once again an opportunity, but Light with that Hunter overdrive, so he will just be able to knock down any attack by Ken.
OD by Carnage, he healed the flag, but I think he would have been better off shooting
Ooh,
the
Gega.
OD into their own base. But yeah, Gega with a nice Ares OD takes out 2 players, including the tank with the flag, and Beretta can get this return. Can he also pull this flag is the question. He gets taken out by Golden Boy, who also gets the return just in time. That could have been bad for Tokyo, but because of that return, it will be a lot harder now for Ken to capture. But there's 4 players now in the base. Buslim is probably gonna take this flag, and I don't think a lot of the players from Tokyo didn't even realize Buslim's still alive, but he's on low HP. Can Carnage kill him? Ooh. He does with his shove, but Beretta taking over this flag. Takes the flag into the base. It's still somewhat on the bridge. It will be hard for Ken to take this over. But Carnage doesn't go for the return. He decides to scope for the center, letting Golden Boy take this OD. That was a pretty nice choice, I think, but Golden Boy is now returning for some reason.
Yeah, they're taking a bit of risk there by waiting a long time. Now Gega taking that flag, and Gega is of course at a very strong Eris hull. And I think they have spilled a flag here, Light needing an OD to return here. And yeah, you win an OD, a Viking OD, but you're now losing an Hunter OD. So yeah, it was not the smartest play, I think. But yeah, on the end, it worked out for them. And of course, if you are 3 flags in the lead, you can take a bit of risk. Right now, the 4th flag being pulled, but Kleppy maybe being able to return this one.
He doesn't go for the return. I don't know what's going on. I mean, he could have probably returned that, but I actually don't know. I wanted to say something, but I think he knew the flag was there, but he decided to shoot the arrows instead.
I have no idea.
I mean,
It doesn't
that's
matter anymore. But
yeah, that was quite a convenience for Tokyo. But Kleppy using his OD here, I mean, he didn't get really far. He got 1 kill, but it was worth trying. There wasn't any time left anyway. But with that 4th, no, not the capture, the return that Tokyo did, I think that was pretty interesting because Golden Boy didn't return, so all the players from Can, or at least 2 players, went for the flag, and then Light was able to use a really good OD. So even though it wasn't really efficient at the start, it's kind of worked out surprisingly well for them.
yeah, you're definitely right there. 20 seconds on the clock, and I'm really hyped for the rounds on Sandal because the difference here. The first round was 6 against 2, and the second round is 5 against 1. So both rounds being won with 4 flags difference. 1 round being won by Ken, and 1 round being won by Tokyo, of course. So you'll get into Sandal for round 3 and maybe round 4, or definitely round 4. And the teams are, if you take these scores in consideration, the teams are really close to each other.
Well, I mean, Ken only had 4 players for the first 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh, that's
But at
good
the
point.
same time, I don't think Tokyo would have lost or tied the round if that didn't happen. I think they would have won it anyway. Because it was 3-0, but the end score was 5-1, so it means they captured 2 flags and can only capture 1 flag when both teams have 5 players. So that means that Tokyo probably would have won anyway.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably right. Um, but
I
yeah,
mean, it did make it a lot easier for them.
definitely.
I don't think that they really mind. But yeah, the next map will be Sandbox.
Yeah, if you.
Yeah, I'm still thinking Ken will win.
Yeah, let's see. What are our viewers thinking? Let's check that. 62% voting for Ken and 38% voting for Tokyo. So the leading part of our viewers is going towards you.
Ooh. Towards me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
No,
I also think Ken will win. What do you think? Who's gonna win?
let's just say Tokyo because that makes it more fun. But I
But,
feel
but
like Ken will
do you
win.
actually think it?
No. Now it sounds rude. So yeah, I think they win. Just to spice it up a bit.
I mean, Tokyo is not a bad team. They can probably come up with a surprise. But I just hope there won't be any more difficulties for any of the teams, because I mean, the second round would have probably been a lot more interesting if Gaga was able to play from the start.
Yeah, you're right. Then they could have put up a show for us and maybe having that tie for a long time. But now it was just, a forced win, kinda. Nothing that can change it anymore.
Yeah, true.
Let us get back in that sandbox. I mean, of course.
I mean, the names are kind of similar.
Yeah, the map not.
But yeah, I'm also wondering who's gonna win here. Even though I've kind of an idea who's gonna be, you never know. I think both teams will play with the same players as well. I don't think there was anything wrong with the lineups that they've been using.
Yeah, I agree. They are just good lineups. Both teams are pretty small, and I don't think they will bench like a good player, to be honest.
Mm. I don't even think Ken has more than 5 players available now, because otherwise they would have substituted someone in last round.
Yeah, a lot of teams are just being happy if they have 5 players ready, but you're taking a pretty big risk, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think I've played with Gaga before, and he also lagged out when I played there.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's not the first time he's having these kind of issues, but
Then especially, I understand that you choose Gaga, of course. He have some good skills to add to your team, but you need someone in replacement then if he will bug out.
and yeah, let me see the combinations. I think Booslim and Gaga swapped, because Booslim was playing Paladin before, and Gaga was playing Ares, but now they switched it up. They're also using Smokey for the first time. Both teams, actually. And yeah, apart from that, I don't see any weird combinations, to be honest. Just what you usually see.
Yeah, and in the meantime, I have to point it out, of course. The overlay is working again, so that's good. We had a third round, and I will start it up for you real quick.
Oh, Carnage took the OD for Tokyo. I mean, it's kind of a necessary fun fact, but so far the team that has taken the OD at the start also ended up winning the round. But I think
Ooh.
that's mainly because of the base they've been playing at.
I like those facts, to be honest. Let's see. Maybe you can be the master predictor after this.
No, I'm still predicting Ken will win though.
Let's see. Okay, totally different map though. Like there's no yeah. Besides the house, there's no difference here on this map. So more balanced maps than Sandbox. Yeah, they are not in the game, I think. So let's see who is the real better team.
Yeah, so far Ken has been taking map control. Both sides are currently in their possession. However, Thresh is taking over now. He's on low HP. I'm also not sure if he has a repair, but Ken is probably gonna take over that side pretty soon. If Ato can one-shot him, which he can, so now Ato's gonna die. But at least he left Thresh on 1 HP. So Kleppy takes him out now. Carnage sneaking in there again. Tokyo is actually starting off pretty good now. I can't lie.
Yeah, second OD box also dropping. Beretta with the map control at the moment. Golden Boy pushing to that box and catching it and slipping it from Buslim. Trash now pulling that flag. Trash from Tokyo, of course. They have a good start, as you said before. And it looks like he will be on the road to capture this flag. And there it is, 1-0 already.
Yeah, that's a really nice start for Tokyo. And they also took the OD box, Golden Boy with his Viking. I mean, Carnage even could have saved this Ares OD, but I think everyone would have used it there, because Thresh didn't even get shot once while he was pulling that flag. And he also was on full HP. But yeah, it can't hurt to take some, to play it the safe way. They're up 1 flag now, which doesn't mean a lot in Sandbox, since you usually see a lot of captures here. The only thing for Ken that they don't want to happen right now is a standoff, because it's really hard to return flags in Sandbox.
Yeah, they will just destroy some minutes for them. Minutes they need to capture flags and get back in the lead, or at least tie the game for them. We right now see Beretta pulling in, using that OD, a beautiful OD, knocking out 2 players. Buslim and Gera also assisting this flag carry. This is a very strong pull, to be honest. But look at Light. Light can... Nobody is noticing Light. Why not? Oh, and Light's not noticing Beretta too. Okay, then it doesn't matter.
I think he didn't want to risk using it, because Ato was still behind him with his Railgun Crusader. But Light's probably gonna capture again, but Aerosody by Buslim kills Light just in time. It's not gonna stop Tokyo from capturing. Golden Boy also took the next OD. Also takes out 2 players with the overdrive he used before he took the next one. So yeah, Golden Boy is playing pretty good so far. Was able to take 2 ODs in this round already. Trash going in for the flag again, and this probably can be another capture.
Yeah, Trash moving quick for the 3rd capture for Tokyo already. There's not really anyone that is being able to stop him. And the 3rd capture has been made. Yeah, Ken is a bit lacking, to be honest.
It's not what I've expected from them. I was thinking they would be the stronger team. I mean, so far they're only down 2 flags, so there's nothing to worry about just yet. But if they don't do something soon enough, then it can get a lot worse for them. But Beretta, for the 2nd time this round, probably gonna capture this flag. But Golden Boy going in with his OD, takes out Beretta. Kleppy using his OD at the same time, takes out Golden Boy, but gets taken out right after that as well. So this might be a standoff actually, because Carnage is not gonna return here, of course. He's on low HP, also too slow to be the first one to reach that flag. And Kaka already got back into the base of Tokyo, so right now it's a standoff, and now it will be really bad for Ken, because if they don't return soon, then they will probably end up losing this round. But if you don't have a lot of ODs, you're never returning this flag, because both teams are pretty equal in terms of performance. So, and in Sandbox, when this kind of situation happens and Tokyo really wants to stop Ken from capturing, they will be able to do so, I think.
Yeah, Buslim taking that OD for the Ares hill, so that's very important here if they want to return that flag and tie this round. Right now, both teams playing very defensive. It looks like they're very comfortable with that standoff.
Yeah, this is the situation that Tokyo could only dream of. They're up by 2 flags and a standoff, even though it's 5 minutes. I'm not saying Ken is not gonna return, maybe they will, but if they do, it will definitely take a lot of time. I don't see them returning anytime soon. Even though they have an Ares OD, which can probably help if you can use it from center into the base of Tokyo, that would create an opportunity to return. But at the same time, Tokyo has a Crusader and Ares OD to stop any attacks from Ken.
Yeah, we see Ato controlling the flag, dealing a lot of damage, playing pretty aggressive for a flag carry, to be honest. Right now, Carnage with an OD trying to hit the moon, I think. It was not the ID, because it will definitely not hit Ato. Booslim now using his OD as well. Kleppy trying to get a return here, but Light also fighting for that return. Ato with an OD that just has been recharged. So he is still safe, but low on health. And yeah, both flags still not being returned. Booslim taking the second OD box as well. But yeah, 4 minutes, Tokyo starts to get in a better and better position.
Yeah, I don't want to criticize both Ares too much, but I think those are one of the worst Ares ODs I've seen in a while. I mean, I'll allow it for Booslim because he took the next one, but I think he also could have used it a lot better. And yeah, we're not gonna talk about Carnage OD. The OD wasn't even close to hitting anyone.
No, you're right. That's especially in a situation like this, you can't make mistakes. You have to force it return. Of course, Tokyo has a bit of less pressure than Ken, but having a bad overdrive can destroy your match here.
Yeah, in these kind of situations, I think an Ares OD is one of the most important because that will allow your teammates to push all the way into the base of the opponents, and then you can try to return, but you probably also need another OD for that. But yeah, that will at least allow you to get some opportunities to get even close to the flag. Because you probably notice it as well, but you don't really see any of the teams getting really far into the base of the opponents, just because it's just so easy to get killed. The map is really open, also pretty small, so you can't get really far without any player noticing you.
OD box dropping. Let's see if Booslim will do a use and take once again. At least try it. And he does it again. That's 3 times in a row, I think, already. Ato, yeah, starting to feel the pressure, getting more and more aggressive. Yeah, for Ken, this is a very difficult situation.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Booslim that he didn't have any teammates with him, because he had to use his overdrive there, because otherwise some players of Tokyo would have taken him out before he was able to take the next OD. But yeah, because there's no teammates, he just shoots that OD, but it's not gonna hit anyone. It's not gonna hit any of his. It's not gonna heal any of his teammates. So even though he's used 2 ODs, it never really worked out for them to get this return. Ooh, that was a nice shot by Ato. Did a lot of damage to the flag. So Booslim was able to take him out after that. And Kleppy's gonna get this return, and now can maybe make this comeback actually happen. I mean, there's almost no time left. Just like I said before, I think it took 4 minutes before they were able to return. But yeah, at least they got some chance now. 1 minute left and 1 capture to go.
Yeah, the game is all open again after like 4 or 5 minutes of standoff. But look at this, Beretta has been really much struggling to return that flag. Tokyo still pushing pressure and not laying down until the end of the round. One last OD box dropping right now to get some action in the game. If Kleppy takes it, then it will be a pretty good opportunity. Still 40 seconds on the clock. So let's see if he can use it in the next and last attack.
Oh, this is really intense. Ken has 3 overdrives. Even though there's 25 seconds left, they can still do it. Gega going in for the flag. Is pulling it right now, doesn't have a repair, gets taken out now. Kleppy used his overdrive, can take over this flag. There's definitely time to capture this. And all the players from Tokyo on respawn. I think Kleppy can actually do this. Nice OD by Beretta. Stuns 2 players, and Kleppy is gonna make the score a draw.
Look at
With
that.
only a few seconds left, this is crazy.
Beautiful. And that OD from that Hunter, as you pointed out. And the dodging of the Ares overdrive, man. This is just a clip to save, I think. What a match, what a match. 3-3. And that will mean that we have a golden match right here, round 4. Both teams are still tied overall. And let's see. The winner of this match will win the match overall.
Yeah, I definitely didn't expect that.
No, me neither.
If the match was like 3 or 4, maybe 5 seconds longer, then that would have meant Tokyo would have won that round. But now it's a draw, so the total score is 1-1 now. Both teams won a round in Molotov, and they just tied the last round. So whoever's gonna win this round will win the match overall. And if it's gonna be a draw, they will play a penalty round in this same map.
Yeah, let's see. A very entertaining round coming up. Teams, players are piling up for that overdrive box.
It's always a bit of a cluster when they fight for the OD. It's I mean, there's kind of a tactic behind it. You always want to have your Viking on top, and then your Hunter is usually trying to get on top as well to annoy the opponent's Viking. But apart from that, there's not much behind it. You also gotta be a bit lucky to take it. Yeah, it's probably this match probably a lot closer than I think most of us have expected. I mean, I never really underestimated Tokyo, but I think overall, Ken was always the favorite here. They have a lot of experienced players. Some of them have won a couple of paints as well in the past. But yeah, they're gonna start now. Both teams have self-destructed now, and they'll have 10 minutes to play it out here.
Yeah, very hyped for this round. Very hyped. Tokyo now on the blue base, Ken on the red base. But yeah, nothing different on that.
Yeah, there's also not really a better base here. I think it doesn't really matter where you play. I think the only difference is that one house on one of the sides. But yeah, let's get back into this game. Kleppy used this Viking OD to get 2 kills, and Atto in the meantime was pulling this flag, which he's also gonna capture to make the score 1-0 in favor of Ken. Pretty nice start. But yeah, a lot of time left for Tokyo to do something. They have been looking really strong in the last round, so I definitely also expect a lot from them in this round. 1 flag doesn't mean anything here. There's always a lot of captures here in Sandbox. So, just like last round, if it's not gonna be a standoff, that will give a lot of opportunities for Tokyo to still do something. Ken also doesn't have any ODs as far as I'm aware of. They used their Viking OD at the start, which was their only OD at the time. Atto just got his OD, but it's just a Crusader OD. It charges pretty fast, but at the same time, you usually only take out 1 player with that. The OD box dropping right now. Kleppy is taking it, even though he was on low HP. Carnage got really close to killing him, but he was just too late.
Yeah, a very nice catch there by him, of course. That can really change up the early round of this round, the early match game of this round. Having 2 ODs advantage, Kleppy chooses to already use that OD. Probably a smart choice, knocking out a player, knocking out 2 players before getting knocked out himself. But yeah, so far Ken is good with that control of the map.
Yeah, he got 2 kills, but none of his teammates were available to capture or at least pull the flag. I mean, right now, Gega's pulling the flag. None of the players of Tokyo were able to return it. even though the flag was still pretty close in their base, that means Ken will be able to capture this second flag as well. I don't know if that was because of Kleppy's OD, but it might have helped a little bit. But yeah, Kleppy has been playing good so far. That first capture was definitely mainly because of him. That was a pretty nice OD used there. And yet again, he's trying to capture another flag. Gets taken out now by Golden Boy. Struggling a little bit to get the return because of the dead tank. And at the same time, Light is pulling this flag. None of the players of Can will be able to return this. So only a one flag difference now, just like before. OD box falling as well now. Light is probably gonna take that. Maybe he can save it for someone else, but I don't think so. He's taking it. And yeah, they're going in for the attack now again. Trash has his OD as well. I think that would have been a good time to use, but he decides not to use, and he also gets taken out now. I think he would have survived that if he used, but he's probably waiting for a better opportunity. Light is also not going to use his overdrive here, because there's not much point since he's on low HP, and none of his teammates are really there to help him. So even if he uses it, they're not going to capture anyway. But look at this, Gega using his Paladin OD, and Golden Boy gets taken out now by him. Or by Kleppy. I didn't even notice Kleppy. Kleppy was also in the base of Tokyo, but this might be another pull. But Gega on low HP uses his repair now. OD by Booslim, I don't know what that was, to be honest, but at least they're capturing.
Yeah, the average ODs this game are not the strongest point, but another capture by Ken. And look at Eto hitting a triple kill, hitting 2 kills with the same shot. Eto is playing a very good game so far. A KD of nearly 2. If you look at the KD differences overall, everyone is in the positive. KD, Kleppy and Eto nearly at 2.0. And Tokyo, everyone is in the red side, in the minus side.
Golden Boy is not having a great time.
No, indeed, 0.21. That's good you pointed out. That's awful.
At least they made another kill with his Viking OD, but OD box dropping again. Kleppy is gonna take that, I think. Or he leaves it for Booslim because he waffled his last OD. But yeah, it's looking good for Ken. They're up 3 flags, even though there's 5 minutes left. They're really the favorites here now, and I also don't think they're gonna give this away. I mean, last round they also looked pretty good, but for some reason they had a really bad start.
Yeah, and of course, in that standoff costed way too much time, and that made it very difficult for them. But having that draw probably motivated them as well for a bit, because they have a very good opportunity here to end this match on the 4th round and not playing any penalty rounds. And if there's one thing you do not want to do is playing penalty rounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to watch. At the same time, some teams perform worse in penalty rounds because maybe they get nervous or they're already tired of playing so much. But yeah, if you're the favorites in the match, it's definitely not good to go into a penalty round. That's the last thing you want. But yeah, Ken, I think they're playing a bit more defensively now, which is probably the right choice. But Trash trying to capture this. It's gonna get taken out by Gega, but I don't know if Gega's gonna get this return, especially with Lights using his OD here. Also stuns Ado on the top. But he's not gonna get this pull. Got taken out by Beretta, who's also gonna get this return. So even though Light used his OD, it's not gonna get them a capture. OD box falling at the same time now. Kleppy is also going in now. He's probably gonna take it again, but Ato gotta block Golden Boy, which he kind of does. He didn't block him with his tank, but he held him up long enough for Kleppy to take this overdrive. So that's gonna be a really good one for Ken. Because of Viking OD, it can help for defense, it can help for attack. It's an OD that you can use for a lot of things.
Yeah, definitely. And also good for Kleppy because he just built it in attack, in a field attack. So good to have that OD back. 3 minutes on the clock, 3 captures needed for Ken if they want to continue here. So capture a minute, or Tokyo I mean of course. Capture a minute, it is possible, but it doesn't sound very likely.
Yeah, like you said, it is possible, but yeah, if you look at the situation right now, it's not looking really good. I mean, Ken is not pulling this flag, but Carnage had to use his Ares OD to stop the attack from Ken. And at the same time, Ken still has a Viking and Hunter OD. So if there's gonna be another capture, it's probably gonna be Ken, because they have the most ODs, of course. Gega is going in now. Maybe he can do something, but gets taken out by Kaka now. Yeah, I think Ken is holding back a little bit. Or at least they're not going for the flag as much anymore, because they want to make sure they're gonna win this round.
Yeah, you're definitely right. They just want to keep it under control here, and yeah, get it over with after 4 rounds. Carnage here using his OD, Ato here using his OD on Carnage. Don't know if that was needed, but it's only a Crusader OD. Clappy doing a use and take. A bit risky, but it works out. And now they have a very good opportunity to cap, because Clappy made a quadruple kill, 4 kills in a row there. Everyone is on respawn, and Gega can just pull this flag here to the base. That was very well played by Clappy. He's playing a very, very nice round so far.
Yeah, I agree with that. He also started off the round pretty good. I think he used one bad OD somewhere in the middle of the round, but I mean, a Viking OD, it doesn't always work. Even the best Vikings out there waste their OD sometimes. Because it's just so hard to use it, because you get focused by a lot of your opponents once you use it, or even before you're gonna use it. So that makes it pretty hard to use a Viking OD. And yeah, 4 flags difference now. I think that basically means Ken won this round. They're gonna capture another flag as well here with Gega. So the score will be 6-1 now. I don't know if it's gonna change anymore, because all the players from both teams used up their ODs now. But yeah, Ken has played this really well. I don't know why they weren't able to play like this in the last round.
Yeah, a bit smashed off guard by that long standoff, I think. But this round they are just on point. Yeah, raw for Tokyo, as you can see. They are 4 against 5 right now, 3 against 5 right now. They had enough, I think.
Yeah, I think they gave up.
Yeah, they put on a show, to be honest. It was very, very entertaining for a long time. Especially the 3rd round.
Yeah, the 3rd round was great, but yeah, I mean, Ken was unlucky with that standoff. When you're down 2 flags, that's the last thing you want. But they were able to come back from that, making the score a draw there. So with them winning this round, that means they also won the match with 2-1 as the total score. It was definitely pretty close, but the last round, yeah, that was just complete domination by Ken. Even though Tokyo was still able to at least capture 1 flag, Tokyo used the better ODs. I think they also took every single OD during the last round. Maybe I'm wrong, but they took a lot of them at least.
Yeah, and Clappy like 90%.
Yeah, Clappy was able to use a lot of ODs there.
He was on it so far. So let's quickly take a look at tomorrow. We will see the rounds, the matches for that Acid Paint. And we will be streaming Steps versus Gold Edition at 70 UTC. And at 18 UTC we will be streaming Team Poiters versus Red Notice. A match you do not want to miss, I think.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that, especially the Team Pointers versus Red Notice. The best teams probably, and they're also gonna play for Acids, so you definitely want to watch that. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. Thank you, Renki, for broadcasting and commentating with me here today, and thank you all for watching, and have a good evening.
Yeah, good night and bye-bye.
I keep on running back to you.